This podcast is powered by the pros at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Arkansas owned, Arkansas operated. GoPaschal.com.
So, coaches, we welcome you in. Has Louisville started high school back up yet, or when do you guys start?
We start actually going to school tomorrow. We've got practices and meetings all through today, so it's go time for sure.
Heck yeah. Coach, do you still have that Taylon Green bobblehead in your office? I know you shared that with him earlier this fall. You still got that there?
Absolutely. Staring at it right now.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, give us kind of a backstory. I know Taylon, if I remember correctly, transferred from Allen to your high school. You coached him for 2 years, if I remember right. What can you tell us about what he was when he first arrived on your campus, and then what he's kind of transformed into as Arkansas starting quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, since the day you met Taylon, you just saw just a guy that walked his walk and talked his talk. It's just a wonderful human being that was just an infectious leader and just made people around him better. Not only on the football field, but in the classroom and, outside of that locker room. He just was an amazing kid to be around, and just watching him grow as a young man was pretty spectacular. Watching just that and how he treated people, how he dealt with adversity, how he dealt with success, and just a natural born leader. But that was easy to see as soon as he got here, just to see how his teammates reacted and followed him.
Yeah, let's go a little bit deeper there, because I think in the world of the transfer portal, Coach, it's harder to have leaders emerge. And talk about some specifics with his leadership, because when you have a roster that close to half turns over each and every season, I think voices in the locker room may be harder to emerge. What about his leadership skills do you think give him an edge to be the quarterback and to have the ear of his teammates?
Yeah, I mean, you lead in a lot of different ways. It's not always the things you say, but it's the things you do. It's how you do it. And obviously, being the quarterback position, you have to have a voice. I mean, you're constantly the voice on the field, not only with the leadership, but with just command. I mean, you have to command a huddle. You have to command an offense. So, but he showed up every day. He went to work. He wasn't afraid to be here early and dive into the film room and the study, and he wasn't afraid to stay late and throw to receivers and build that timing. And then, again, the way he carried himself in the building with taking care of his academics and just the person he was, I mean, people naturally gravitated towards him, and he he came in and won the job. He came in and earned his respect, and nothing was given to him. And he came in and just didn't bat an eye and took control of our team and really planted his roots in our community as well. I mean, I know Louisville just loves Taylor.
And the thing about Taylor, he's not just a great football player, Coach. He, I think, holds the record of Louisville long jump, played a little basketball, too. It wasn't just what he did on the gridiron, was it? Not at all.
We watched him run, a 50-second, if not 49. I don't know what the split was, but he ran a quarter at a track meet that was just uber impressive, and, yeah, he could – He wanted to compete. He competed in track, and I know his family, his sister plays some high-level basketball, so basketball was in his blood. But, the quarterback position is what made him tick, and he wanted to put his eggs in that basket and really develop his skill set and then develop the mental side of it as well. And that's what he's done. I can remember him coming back from Boise that spring year when he graduated early, and he came back with this huge playbook, and he just wanted to sit down and go through it and talk protections and adjustments and things that were just really, really advanced, and he was just into learning every intricacy of that offense.
We're talking with Louisville head football coach Michael Odell, who coached Taylon Green in high school. Coach, you referenced earlier the adjustment of him coming over from Allen. How much did maybe that transition – could that help him with leaving Boise, Idaho, and playing in Fayetteville, Arkansas? Do you see some similarities, and could that help him have success here in Fayetteville?
Yeah, I mean, when you're a 14, 15-year-old young man and you're moving, for the reasons that he moved, and then when you're in college and you're laying your roots down and this year of the NIL and all these things, and you're the quarterback of a university, and then things change dramatically, and you get picked up and you go to a campus like the University of Arkansas with a storied tradition and just an unbelievable place and opportunity. It's different, but but just the way he can just adjust to change, the way that he can handle adversity, the way that he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, has tremendous faith in God, and just I think that sets him up for success. We defined success a lot when he was here and what that looks like, and it's the work you put in, it's the faith you have, it's the way you treat people, and it's that when you get knocked down, you get back up and you get better with everything that you go through. So he's been through it, he's done it. I guess there's some similarities, but today's college landscape is like nothing I've seen. So it's I'm sure everyone is adjusting on the fly.
You mentioned the storied tradition of Arkansas football. Coach, it hadn't been the same in the last decade that maybe it once was. You're a high school football coach in Texas. You talk with other coaches. What is the perception of Arkansas football when you have kids interested in Fayetteville and Coach Pittman's program?
Yeah, it's down, and of course we're surrounded by powers. We're surrounded with Texas to our south and Oklahoma to our north. A&M's around the corner, and we got SMU and TCU in our backyard, and UNT's up the road, and Texas Tech is out west. So we're surrounded with just names and names and names. But Arkansas is unique. It definitely rings a bell. I know Fayetteville's a beautiful place. So I think once kids actually go and see it, it changes their perspective of what they might have thought it was. But it definitely gets folks' attention. There's no doubt. But it is, you do have to pass quite a bit of schools coming from the Metroplex to go there.
Mm-hmm. Coach, last thing before we let you go, Talon was pretty emphatic about Bobby Petrino being his first scholarship offer and how much that meant to him at SEC Media Days. I wonder if you could take us back to when he initially got that call or text, and maybe you could just talk about that relationship that's still seemingly very strong today.
Yeah, Petrino showed interest in Talon, back when, Talon was a young guy and guys were coming in and, the first thing they see is a beautiful athlete and, different people recruit him and they're like, oh, well, can you play defense? Oh, can you play tight end? Can you play receiver? Everybody just wanted to pull at him because of his athleticism and Petrino, saw the talent in the quarterback position and the skill set, and it was a no-brainer for him, and they built that relationship. And I know that was very dear to Talon because that's who he is. He's a quarterback. He wants to have the ball in his hands. He wants to lead people. He wants to do all the things. And Coach Petrino gave him that opportunity early, and that's another reason we talk about all the time, and we talked with Talon, is building relationships, and that's what it's about, is doing right by people and respecting people and building your network. And that's what he did, and it led him to Arkansas.
Coach, we'll leave it there. Coach Michael Odell, head coach of the Louisville Fighting Farmers, Talon Green's old high school football coach. Coach, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Good luck to your team this season.
Man, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Good backstory on Talon Green and some insight from him.
BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. Get the latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet online, where the game starts.